Have you ever imagined yourself being the person that someone you love just can't get out of their mind? That constant thought that comes both at dawn and at dusk? Today we're going to explore the secrets to becoming an unforgettable presence and leaving them missing you immensely. Let's dive into 10 Stoic principles that go far beyond just making someone miss you a little. They'll transform you into an irresistible person, even in your absence. Principle 1. Self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency is the ability to be happy alone without needing someone else to find meaning in life. Imagine how attractive it is to be someone who doesn't desperately crave attention. This not only sparks admiration, but also curiosity. Who is this person who's okay on their own? By cultivating your independence, you not only become more attractive, but also create space for relationship growth, making them want to be closer to you. Being self-sufficient means investing in your own interests, growing on your own, and not expecting the other person to fill your voids. You should be someone they admire for the way you live your own life. When they see you thriving in your individuality, they will inevitably start valuing your presence more. Think about activities you love to do alone, like hobbies or personal projects, and use those moments to strengthen yourself. Furthermore, self-sufficiency doesn't mean pushing the other person away, but valuing yourself. When you show that you are secure and happy on your own, you become much more attractive and make the other person want to be part of your journey. When you can maintain your happiness and nurture yourself with your own activities, you demonstrate that you are whole, and this generates respect and admiration. When you're away, they will think of your strength and how inspiring you are. Principle 2. Emotional control. Keeping your emotions in check is essential. Instead of reacting impulsively, respond thoughtfully. This calmness conveys an aura of serenity and control, something extremely attractive. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not over external events. When you demonstrate this emotional stability, you create a mystery that intrigues people and makes them miss you when you're not around. To achieve emotional control, you need to practice self-reflection and know your emotional triggers well. Imagine a conflict situation where everyone is upset. If you can stay calm and respond thoughtfully without being overwhelmed by emotions, you will stand out in a very positive way. People will remember you as someone who brings peace in the midst of chaos. They will miss that stability when you're not around. Practicing emotional control doesn't mean being insensitive, but choosing your battles and staying serene even in adverse situations. Moreover, emotional control contributes to an atmosphere of safety. When the other person knows they can count on you to react calmly and evenly, they feel more secure in the relationship. This builds a bond of trust. Imagine the times when your partner expects an intense reaction from you, and instead is met with your calmness. This will make them think more about how well you're handling situations, and thus think about you more, even when you're apart. Principle 3. Intentional communication. Choosing your words carefully is a powerful tool. When you communicate intentionally, every word carries weight and creates an emotional impact. Imagine that your words are like notes in a song, carefully placed to create an unforgettable melody. This way of communicating leaves people longing for more, wanting to hear what you have to say, and thinking of you even in your absence. To apply intentional communication, think of your conversations as opportunities to create memories. Select interesting stories to share. Ask questions that show genuine interest, and always try to add value to the dialogue. When you speak, don't rush. Each sentence should carry meaning, and thus your words will have more impact and resonate in the other person's mind. Remember, intentional communication is also about listening. Listening carefully and responding to what was said creates a deeper level of connection. When the other person notices that you really listen, they feel a much more authentic connection. This level of attention and involvement isn't easy to find and will make your words and presence memorable. When you're away, your words will still echo in their mind. Principle 4. Acceptance of absence. Accepting moments of distance may seem paradoxical, but valuing absence is a fundamental principle for making a relationship deeper. Giving space to the other person allows the heart to grow fonder. By embracing these moments apart, you create a sense of mystery and curiosity that will make them crave your company even more when you're together again. Absence also creates room for longing, and longing is a powerful force. When you accept being apart and value that moment as part of the relationship, you demonstrate confidence in the bond you have. This makes reunions even more special. A good practice is to avoid always being available, whether in messages or on social media. When the other person sees that you are someone who values your own space, it will naturally spark curiosity and interest. Thus, being comfortable with absence means trusting who you are and what you bring to the relationship. When you're away and show that you're fine and confident, the other person will automatically start to value your presence more. Absence in this context is not a loss, but an opportunity to renew ties and cherish the moments together. When you finally meet, the joy and value of each moment are amplified. Every hug and every conversation become more precious. Principle 5. Full attention in interactions. Being fully present in every conversation is something that leaves a lasting impression. When you are present, not just physically, but with all your attention focused on the other person, you create meaningful moments. It's about turning ordinary interactions into unforgettable experiences. When you are one of the few people who makes others feel truly heard and valued, your absence will be felt even more deeply. Practice mindfulness by turning off any distractions when you're with someone important to you. This means putting your phone aside, making eye contact, and truly engaging in the conversation. Show interest, ask questions about what the person is saying. Show that every word matters to you. These small gestures create a deep experience for the other person, who will remember how important they were to you at that moment. When you act this way, you become a rare presence. People notice who genuinely cares and who is just listening out of politeness. When you stand out as someone who values the present moment, it's natural that your absence will be felt, because few are those who truly know how to be present. When you're not around, the other person will remember how valued and cared for they felt in your presence. Principle 6. Consistency in communication. Maintaining a regular communication pattern creates a sense of security. This doesn't mean you need to be constantly in touch, but there should be a consistent rhythm and quality. For example, a good morning message or a phone call to check in creates a constant presence in the other person's life. When you break this routine, you create a noticeable gap that will make them miss you. Consistency builds trust. When someone knows they can count on you to be regularly present, it creates a strong emotional bond. However, being consistent doesn't mean being predictable or boring. Keep contact, but be creative. Send messages that bring a smile, share something interesting you saw, or ask about something important to the other person. These actions show that you truly care. When you maintain a steady and reliable pattern of communication, you become a part of the other person's routine. This is positive because it shows that there is a part of you in their life, even when you're not together. When you break this routine, even for a day, the lack of your presence is deeply felt. They begin to miss the attention and affection your daily messages bring, which reinforces how important you are. Principle 7. Living with purpose. Living a purposeful life makes you more attractive and worthy of admiration. By pursuing your goals and passions, you show that there is more to your life than just the relationship. This creates a natural admiration and makes the other person feel drawn to your energy and enthusiasm. They start missing the positive impact you bring, not just to the relationship, but to the world. People who live with purpose convey a special energy. They are driven by something bigger than themselves, which makes them naturally inspiring. Share your projects, your achievements, and the small victories of everyday life. By doing so, you involve the other person in your journey and show that life has many interesting dimensions. Absence, in this case, creates curiosity about what else you are achieving. When you live with purpose, you not only feel more fulfilled, but also attract more people around you. They want to be part of that journey. They want to be close to someone who is constantly growing and evolving. When you're not around, the other person will inevitably start to wonder what you're doing, about your new achievements, and they will miss your inspiring presence. Living with purpose is living in a magnetic way. Principle 8. Moderation in emotions. Being emotionally balanced means avoiding overreactions, both positive and negative. This demonstrates maturity and control, creating a foundation of respect and stability in the relationship. When you handle challenges calmly and thoughtfully, you show that you are a reliable and strong partner, someone others want to be around and whose absence is deeply felt. Practicing moderation means being able to show feelings without letting them dominate you. It's not about hiding what you feel, but expressing emotions in a balanced and thoughtful way. When you show self-control, the other person realizes they are alongside someone capable of handling tough situations without losing their composure. This creates deep respect and makes your presence reassuring. For instance, in moments of discussion, emotional moderation can be the difference that makes the relationship grow. When you don't explode or react impulsively, the other person begins to value your ability to be rational and understanding. This makes them miss you because you bring peace and tranquility. They know that, by your side, they always have someone who will act with wisdom. Principle 9, resilience in adversity. Showing resilience in the face of challenges makes you a comforting and inspiring presence. When you face adversity without falling apart, you show that you are a strong and reliable partner. This creates a deep bond and a sense of security that makes your presence indispensable and your absence felt. Resilience is not just about facing problems, but learning from them and becoming a better person. Share your lessons. Show that despite difficult times, you are always striving for growth. This creates an image of strength that is extremely admirable. When the other person sees you overcome challenges with wisdom, they start feeling safer by your side. Furthermore, resilience generates hope. When you can get back up after falling, find strength in adverse situations, you become a beacon for those around you. This makes them remember the support you provide and the strength you bring to the relationship in your absence. Your resilience becomes something essential, something they do not want to lose. Principle 10, consistency of character. Maintaining consistency in your values and behaviors creates a stable and predictable foundation for the relationship. Consistency of character means you are the same person yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This predictability builds trust and peace of mind. However, small surprises are also important to keep the relationship interesting. Be willing to plan an unexpected gesture of affection to keep the flame alive, while they know they can always count on you to be a stable force. Being consistent does not mean being monotonous. On the contrary, it means being someone trustworthy, someone who keeps their word and acts according to their values. This creates a solid foundation for the relationship. But from time to time, add small surprises to keep things dynamic. Small gestures, like a heartfelt note or a planned surprise, can make all the difference. When you are consistent, the other person knows they can trust you. This trust is rare and extremely valuable. And when you add touches of spontaneity to that consistency, you become an essential and exciting presence. This creates the perfect combination of safety and excitement, making your absence deeply felt when you're away. Being unforgettable is not about always being present, but about leaving a lasting mark in every interaction. The Stoic principles we explored today can transform your life and relationships. Remember that self-sufficiency, emotional control, and mindfulness are keys to being positively remembered. Each of these principles creates a unique impact, ensuring you become an irreplaceable presence. If you enjoyed these Stoic lessons and want to continue your journey to becoming an unforgettable person, subscribe to our channel and like this video. Share in the comments which of these principles you will start practicing today. Let's build a life with more meaning and deeper connections together.